Hey everybody, right now you are looking at my striped Raphael catfish, or at least what you can see of him in his new little hiding spot, because I took his original hiding spot away and for some reason he refuses to hide in these caves. So if he chooses to wedge himself under random pieces of driftwood instead of hiding in the caves that are specifically for him, that's his problem. But yeah, the reason why his original hiding spot got taken away is because yesterday I got bored and I did a rescape on my 240-gallon aquarium. And that piece of wood right there was where he originally dug his way under and hid under. It used to be over here and I moved it over there. And then this piece of wood used to be in this back corner and stuck out a little bit. But I moved them around. I moved a bunch of other stuff around, and I also went out and bought some more pieces of jungle val, although it doesn't really look like it because I only bought a few more pieces. For some reason, my jungle val only grows taller. It doesn't send off runners or anything like that. So I bought a few more to fill it in a little bit better. And boy, in this tank, reaching that back area, even with tongs, it's a pain in the butt. So I had two goals in mind when I decided to rescape this tank. First goal was to open up more swimming room. Second goal was to make the tank appear deeper front to back, because before I usually had everything like dead center along the center instead of pushed towards the back. So most of the stuff is more pushed towards the back, even though this piece of wood, it like branches forward. And I failed in both those categories. Luckily, the swimming space did not get worse. It just remained about the same. But overall, trying to make the tank appear deeper front to back, I don't really notice the difference. But overall, I am satisfied with how it looks. This piece of wood was originally in the back corner and it was kind of like laying low. So I propped it up to make it look taller. Also with more plants stuck around it because I moved some stuff around. I am satisfied with how it looks. Now, I am not an aquascaper by any means. I just randomly place things throughout the tank where I think it looks all right, without putting much thought into it other than prioritizing swimming room. And I do think the tank has a more natural look to it because of that. That redtail shark does not like those Siamese algae eaters near his pieces of driftwood or in his plants. He doesn't mind the denison barbs going in the plants though. No red stripes, no entry. Just discriminates against the Siamese algae eaters because they don't have the red stripes like the denison barbs do. But I'm gonna give you guys a full tank shot real quick. And that's how it looks. Now, the water might be a little bit cloudy right now because I just fed the fish. And since I'm filming an update, I might as well mention this. I did unfortunately lose both of my clown loaches a few days apart from each other. And also, that original dwarf neon rainbow that I had in here, who was alone for a few days, he was the reason I got a few more of these dwarf neon rainbows. Well, he died. He died a few days after I got these other dwarf neon rainbows. So, what was the point of that? But yeah, I tested the water, and I also made sure that there's no signs of disease on any of my fish. So there was 0 ammonia, 0 nitrite, and the nitrates were still in the safe zone. So water parameters were good. None of my fish have any signs of disease or anything. Even the fish that died had no signs of disease or anything. They were swimming around and eating one day, dead the next morning. And in these types of situations, my conclusion usually comes simply due to the fact that maybe those particular fish don't like my water. As some of you guys know, my water is very hard, and I have struggled to keep certain species of fish alive in my aquariums. And in those situations, I was not able to keep rams alive. I could not keep serpae tetras alive. And I couldn't keep small angelfish alive. I couldn't keep tiger barbs alive for other reasons, but yeah. Clown loaches are known to be very finicky and sensitive. And dwarf neon rainbows don't seem to last that long for me either. And in those situations, I think it just comes down to the simple fact that my water is too hard for them and they don't like my water source. And no, I am not going to start messing around with RO systems, water softeners, and all that crazy stuff. In those situations, I just simply say, okay, I just won't buy those fish anymore. Especially not clown loaches. Clown loaches, with them being that finicky and sensitive, and also being expensive, nah, no more. Not going to waste my money on that. Let's keep in mind, too, those clown loaches were really tiny. But, yeah, just, my water's really hard. I just got to stick to the species of fish that thrive in my aquariums and leave it at that. Roseline sharks thrive. Redtail sharks and rainbow sharks thrive. Rainbow fish seem to thrive. Congo tetras do really good. Siamese algae eaters thrive. Corys do great. That's what I gotta stick with. It's unfortunate because I really would like to start keeping rams again, but I already know that they're just gonna drop dead after a few months. So yeah, no more of those. But overall, that's what's going on in my 240-gallon, 8-foot paradise. And yep, that's pretty much going to be it for today's update. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video after I get some close-up shots of the fish. Nobody's cooperating right now. Where the hell's that big ass roseline at?